going on, guys? PBX here. I'm back and my wife tells me I play way too many video games, and to make it even worse, I'm playing a bit of COD4 on the PC. What a fucking masterpiece of a game. I don't know how many of you guys actually know or don't know my history with gaming or anything like that. I haven't played a PC first-person shooter since probably Wolfenstein. I still remember that you could use the cheat to get back all your health and get all the keys, which I think was L, I, and M button all together. And that was at least about 10 years ago on a roller track mouse and a big old clunky keyboard, or you could probably only press one button at a time on the keyboard. To be honest, the button that you had to press was the up and down buttons, whereas these days it's the WS and the A and the D buttons to move around on PC. I'm a fucking PC noob. You'll have to forgive me. A lot of the things that I'll say regarding how to do things and things like that might not be 100% correct. I don't give a fuck. In this particular game, I think the COD4 actually realises who is in the lobby, and who is in the lobby is the PBX. And the PBX, this is his fourth session. I've had a couple of better games than this, but haven't captured them because I don't really have the confidence level with the keyboard and mouse that I do on the controller. But as you can see, the memory, the muscle memory, if you will, it's starting to come back. And in this particular game, as I said, I thought that they realised exactly who they were dealing with, because it was a 1v2 situation. You'll see I've got a teammate at the moment. I have him for all about 30 seconds during this match. I go ham on these motherfuckers. As you can see, I'm already at my kill streak. I'm absolutely loving COD4 on the PC. I from time to time I try and get games on the PS3 with it, and it's just really hard to get games. When you do get games, they are red bars, and so I've found that this may be my only avenue to play COD4. And the only downside to it is the matches seem to last a hell of a lot fucking longer than the ones on console. But I mean, apart from that, I really don't care. I'll redevelop my keyboard and mouse skills just to be able to play COD4 on the PC. It's an absolute fucking masterpiece. It was probably the last decent game that Activision actually made. And as you see here, I mean, I get to the helicopter, and the thing with the helicopter in COD4 is you want to try and die before you call it in, because on your very next life it does start to count towards your next kill streaks. The majority of you guys probably already know that. But I mean, apart from that, you see, oh, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. I'm a console gamer. I play on PS3, motherfuckers. I'm beasting these sons of bitches. It's a 3v1 situation at the moment. I'm destroying these kids. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. So much for PC gamers being elite and being the greatest thing known to man. And I'm not saying that the best PC players in the world wouldn't be able to beat me in COD4. I have no doubt in my mind that they would beat me in COD4. The thing is, though, is I don't give a fuck. Why? Because I can jump into a normal everyday lobby and tear it up. Absolutely fucking tear it up. In fact, it gets so bad that it gets to the point where the kids in the lobbies go, let's go pistols only. And I go pistols only, and I still tear this shit up. I'm only using a USP, and these guys are using deagles and whatever. Man, don't tell me pistols only. I invented pistols only, motherfuckers. I literally invented pistols only. It's quite funny. You find that in the comparison between PC and console, the guys, there's really not much difference. I mean, yeah, PC runs at a slightly higher frame rate and that kind of thing. People still do the same dumb shit that doesn't work. They still sit in corners. They still use the strongest weapons available. You see here, I don't. I almost never use the strongest weapons available, even in an environment where I should be outclassed. I haven't played PC for 10 years for a first-person shooter. The setup I'm running, I haven't got a top range graphics card. It's a GTX 560 Ti. It's perfectly acceptable for gaming. My keyboard is a Microsoft keyboard, and one thing I've learnt about keyboards in the last week or so is apparently they have this rating called a KRO rating, which means basically, in simple terms, how many buttons you can press at the one point in time. I have a 2 KRO keyboard, so I can really only press 2 buttons at a time, but I'm perfectly okay with that because I have the keyboard skills of a retarded fish. The mouse I'm running is it's a Razer. I don't even know the name of it, to be honest. It's only worth about $50. It's certainly not a 10,000 DPI high-end mouse or anything like that. In fact, you guys may or may not know, I actually smoke cigarettes, and on my mouse pad of Doom, it's pretty clogged up with a whole bunch of shit as well. So there's certainly no precision here. But the thing with Call of Duty is the same fundamentals roll over each and every game. You want to be using lines of sight. You want to be using jumps around the corner. Man, it's taken me until this 4th session to start to be confident to hit other buttons other than the W, A, S and the D. As you can see, I don't use a lot of grenades or a lot of flashbangs or anything like that. And that's because it'll take me too fucking long to find the key to press, to be honest. But, I mean, the fundamentals are still the same, and even though I'm using an SMG, and I've found that on COD4 on the PC, the SMGs are probably the hardest category to use. I think the LMGs are definitely the easiest category of guns to use in COD4. On the PC, and the reason that is because the majority of maps that you get into are, they're hardcore. I'm not a huge fan of hardcore game modes on console. I'm certainly not at all. In fact, I'm kind of against it. And the reason that is because it does fuck with your aim. So, you'll find that if you get used to playing hardcore and you get used to basically just spraying at someone and they die because of it, then you go into a full health game and you find that you get so many fucking hit markers that, it really comes to the detriment. However, on PC, this seems to be the standard. I don't know if it is the standard or not. I don't have enough experience. All I know is that I've come back to PC gaming to try and find some COD4 games. It's certainly very supported, and you see here I'm going on a fucking tear. My teammate left just then, and I think he's just gone, it's all good, P-Bex. You got these guys? Don't worry about it. I better go. I better go organise my sock drawer. I better go paint my nails. I don't know what the fuck the guy had to do. Why the fuck would you leave a COD4 match? I mean, COD4 is amazing. It's the absolute greatest game Infinity Ward have ever made. Modern Warfare 3 in comparison, I don't know if it's because of Sledgehammer's involvement in it. I don't know if it's because Robert Bowling, who's now resigned, I don't really think it's going to make any difference. But he's of the mentality, he's of the mindset that if you asked the guy 20 years ago, 30 years ago, before cars were around, I've got to get this quote half right, so let me think about it. If you asked a horse owner, a horse rider, what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. That's exactly what we want. We don't want a car in Call of Duty. We don't want a whole lot of bullshit. A whole lot of bullshit creates imbalance. So when you've got 3 lots of kill streaks to choose from, when you've got the assault, support, and specialist kill streaks, that creates imbalance. And that's not what gamers want. Gamers think they want it. Game designers think they want it. But they really don't. What they want is they want a nice template, nice maps, Nice guns, a couple of guns. You don't need 100 guns in a game of Call of Duty. You really only need a couple of guns in each category, like COD4 had. What you basically could do is switch out a couple of the lesser used guns in this game. I mean, the AK74 really wasn't used in this game at all. In fact, if you were using an SMG in this game, you were pretty much silly not to use a P90 or an MP5. The MP5 is absolutely amazing in this game. It's like a two-hit kill from pretty much anywhere. It's a hell of a lot of fun to use the MP5. I like using the underused weapons, and the reason that I like using the underused weapons is because it makes it interesting. I don't need 150 overpowered weapons to make that interesting. All I need is a USP to get a double feed when there's only 2 guys in the match. And you see here it is here in the team chat. He goes, pistols only, and I've gone, the fuck? You challenging me to a pistols only, boy? Are you challenging me to a pistols only, boy? Moves like Jagger. Moves like a guy that just got owned with a fucking pistol. That's who he moves like. Look at this shit. Pistols only. I invented pistols only. Child. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Beast mode. Another double kill with a pistol. With a pistol. From an inferior console gamer, day 4 of playing Call of Duty 4 on the PC. It's a 2v1 situation. He finally gets me, finally picks me off there. Oh my god. Call of Duty 4 is the shit. I don't care what platform I have to play it on. I just want to play it. This isn't one of my favourite maps. I certainly do a hell of a lot fucking better on the majority of maps. I certainly do a hell of a lot better with a couple of teammates. But as you see there, I beasted these kids. I hope you've enjoyed it. See you next time.